Start recording. Okay, who else?
Sorry, I was late coming on. Are we talking about wins for the day or the week?
Yep. Wins.
Okay, I have one. So I have one client that I signed up last month, but she decided to just try active, but she signed up as a VIP. But I talked to her today about her mom, and she also is thinking about her sister for the free reset, but she's also wanting to do a buy one, get one type deal for because I thought initially that it was triplex with the free reset. But then I went back and looked and it was just 100
Yep.
PV. So I
Anything.
told her, I said, you could totally, because she wants her and her husband to do a reset together. And I said, you could totally sign him up
Yep.
and get your free reset. So she is like brainstorming galore. And she just sat down in my office and we just started talking at work today. So it was
Yeah.
super cool and super motivating. So, anyways, that's my one.
Oh, I love it. Can she come to convention? Darcy, you turned off your camera. You can't do that.
Oh,
Darcy's like, peace out.
I know. She even muted herself. I'm like, what the heck?
There she comes.
Maybe. It's fine. Okay, well, let's go ahead and get started. Everybody, pen and paper. There's
There she
Darcy.
is.
Did you ask her for convention, Darcy?
oh my gosh. No, I did not ask her about convention. Sorry, I put myself in drive safe mode, which was weird. I have no
Oh,
idea what that
okay.
was.
No worries.
Um, but I talked to her about convention earlier.
So maybe it's a revisit.
Maybe.
I
Mm.
have an extra ticket you can use.
Well, I still have mine.
Mm, that's right, because we use
Yeah,
Christmas. That's right.
yeah, yeah.
See,
So,
there we go. I love it.
hey,
Yeah, you guys, I hope all of y'all saw my message. I literally never talked to this girl, asked her to convention, and she's now asking and see if she can getting off work. Like, don't discredit any single person. I just knew her from church from a short interaction. That's it. And I knew that we aligned in a lot of ways and like she's phenomenal. And so I just went for it. So go for it. Okay, pen and paper. Everybody a pen and paper. Here we go. We're going to focus on last month, all the things. And I want you do not have to answer out loud or whatever. I want you to answer this for yourself. Be honest and real. When I ask you these questions, write this down. Okay, here we go. Darcy, you ready? Pen and paper? Shara is cleaning a tank. She'll get to it. All right. Last month, your goal was blank. Did you hit this goal? And if so, how did you do it? And if not, um, why not? Think through them both. So again, last month your goal was blank. Did you hit it or hit any of those goals? It can be whatever goals you had, right? Like a point goal, I wanted to help so many people go silver. I wanted to help my team develop. I wanted to show up to calls, whatever goals you had for last month. Did you hit them? And if so, how did you do it? And if not, why not? I like playing Jeopardy music, but I don't really want to. It's like do 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 do. I don't know why it came in my head. Oh, it's so funny. Do 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 do. I think it's in that will or no, that's Jeopardy, I think. Anyway, Okay, tell me where everybody is at and when they're done. Okay. Who else is done? I got April done. Darcy done. Julia done. Christy. Okay, everybody. All right. All right. What needs to change this month as a result of what you learned from last month?
Can you repeat that one more time?
Yep. What needs to change this month as a result of what you learned from last month? Because we all learn month to month what to do, what not to do, what to lean into, any of that. Reflection is key. Okay. What are you excited about in your business right now? What are you excited about in your business right now? Here we good? Just tell me when you're done. Okay. What are you proud of in your business right now? What feels hard right now, and why does it feel hard? Okay. What scares you in your business right now? Okay. Are we good? Trying to get a gauge. Okay. What are you doing daily that gets you out of your comfort zone? What are your goals for this month? And think of all goals, not just point, like all things. Okay. And then what activities need to happen for you to reach that? Okay, I'm going to pop those in our chat.
Are you popping them in our faith chat?
And keep really writing down what you need, what activities you need to do this month. I'm trying to find where the screenshot just went. Okay. How did that go? Tell me where everybody's at. Found it. Okay. Oh, where'd it go? Now, if anybody would like to share, you totally can for accountability or whatever you need.
Okay, I'll share.
Okay,
So,
go for it.
it stung a little bit
Oh, tell me
because
more.
because I literally wrote down, I'm making it hard.
Ooh.
Like
Which,
it's my head that's making it hard.
Mhm.
I didn't put in the action. I didn't do the work. I mean, when you say reflection, that's what I mean. It stung because I'm saying that I was the problem.
Mm.
So, anyways, accountability, right?
Yep. Well, I
Julia. Okay.
And that's the thing that can be crazy is that, I feel like these things need to be done more often and we're not doing it. And we just let every month float by and there's no attachment to it of like, what could I have done better? What did I do great at? Because you do great at certain things. This is for everybody. So those are the things you need to focus on, but also keep growing so that you're getting into, a different momentum and different month, because if you keep doing the exact same thing, you're always going to be exactly where you're at. Always.
Mhm. Well, and when I don't remember one of them, but I wrote down like I didn't follow my plan of action. Like it was I had the plan there, but then I didn't do the action. So, anyways, thank you for that.
Hey, that's all reflect. That's good. Way to go.
Yeah,
Go, Denise.
by doing this, it really made me think, I'm making excuses in my job and the situations that's going in our lives and just using that as an excuse. And then here Julia spent time with me doing coaching. My intentions were to do everything she said, and I really haven't. And I feel bad about that.
Well, I think again, we all have moments, and this is why we need to reflect of like, man, I said I was going to do this. Did I really show up for that? Did I really show up for XYZ? And life happens. Trust me, I understand life happens. It is just the thing of like, if we can create this job as a 9 to 5 in a way where we're having to clock in and having to clock out, we would 100% show up differently. Am I right? I know I'm right in that. And for me, like if I actually had to show up, clock in and clock out, I would not allow my head to get in my way. I would not allow my, fight with Jason or who knows what, XYZ get in my way, because I would have to show up to work. There'd be no way to like not show up to work, right? And I haven't thankfully had to do any of that in almost 10 years of show up to a job that way. And I take it for granted. Like, don't take this for granted. Like, you really could hit the goals that you wrote down for this month and whatever you wrote down for last month. Again, the only person falling in our ways is us, hands down. And I'm speaking to the choir. So what else? Who else? Anything else? We have 3 minutes before next.
I was just going to speak on that a little bit too, is we have to remember a lot. So this is kind of how the beast works, right? Because God's given you a dream, puts a dream in your heart. He allows us to see this vision. But what tends to happen is each month, as the month goes on, when we are not intentional about our efforts, like Cassie was talking about, it gets a little bit harder because in our heads, we're like, oh, well, maybe we're not supposed to, maybe that wasn't a dream for me. Maybe, we start giving ourselves reasons as to why this isn't going to happen, or maybe it's not supposed to happen. And I'm just as guilty of that. But I will say, if God's placed that dream in your heart, if he's placed that vision in your head and you have seen that, he's given you a gift in that, the hard part really is us taking his hand and agreeing to walk in it. And it is a process of getting used to that. But when you begin to actually prioritize that, because the difference between somebody whose business skyrockets in 3 months versus somebody whose business that doesn't skyrocket for a year or 2 years or whatever, a lot of times is up here. A lot of times it's what we're allowing to get in our way, because as much as we want to utilize our time, that's free time, if we truly want a business that we can see the fruit of and the blessing of and the potential for to work in our favor, we have to be willing to commit time to working it. And I will say that was one of my things. Is I had this conversation with Cassie earlier, is one of my struggles is I had a lot of business conversations happening, but my brain, like when I start having all these business conversations, I get kind of overwhelmed. So then I stop asking people. So then I get into the same cycle of all of a sudden I have all these people who are interested all at once. And then when they're not at the point where they're ready yet, I don't have anybody because I've stopped asking. So then I have to start all the way over again with getting those invitations out and praying about who God wants me to talk to. So it's not, you're not alone in any of this. Like, just know your leaders are also growing in this, but we also know that if we don't put our hands to the plow doesn't move. So, but
Agree. And I think that's the beautiful part of reflection. Keep reflecting over that, pray over what you wrote down, and let the Lord speak to you on what you need to do differently. Because I know every single one of us can do something differently to really hit what we want. And convention, yes, is around the corner, but the last thing we need to do is wait for convention. Like, we need to be moving now so that when you have convention and we're back and everything, you have an inbox full because you've already set the table. You're not waiting for the table to be set up. You've already set the table, and now you just get to prepare it even more. So, okay. I hope that was helpful. Pray over that. Really look over that. We have Carissa's call now with Megan. And please, in our chat, shout out whatever you feel convicted, shout out any goals, whatever you have, because we are here for each other. And I cannot wait to see you change and reflect on what just happened. So, love you guys.